Alright, so if you've been trying to figure out why your defrost isn't working in your Crown Victoria, alright, so you've checked all your vacuum things, the vacuum cylinders all move when you use the controller, all that works, but it still won't switch between vent and defrost, then this is why. It's this door. So from the factory it does not have a metal hinge like it does now. It has just a random piece of flimsy plastic on it that attaches it in that box. So the door goes right in there and it moves like that to switch it from vent to defrost. And that hinge breaks, and then the door, instead of like folding, it just kind of goes like this. I don't know. It doesn't switch it. So if you pull your dash out, then you can get at it, undo. There's two bolts at the top for the hinge. It's got these things on it. You undo those two. There's two rivets at the bottom, which you can rip the broken plastic out and then use some side cutters and cut the ends of the rivets off and pop them out. It is quite difficult to get the door out, but there's this little slot right here and you should be able to rip it right through there. You'll kind of wreck the foam on it, but I don't think it really matters all that much. You just rip it right through there, and out there is where the arm is connected. So that connects onto that other plastic bracket that you see on here. Right, connects on that with this pin here. Just a little plastic pin. It's got one of those on it. So it squishes fairly easy at the end. Right, so if you can get your hand through the top door right there, and you can squish it at the bottom and just push it up. And then, I mean, you might be able to push it all the way up, but once it's up a little bit, if you have a pair of these small side cutters, you can get them underneath the head of this and then just pry it up out of there, get it out, and then that disconnects the vacuum cylinder from the door. And then go to your hardware store, get a hinge, mount it on there so it's roughly in the same spot as the plastic was, rivet it on the door, and then you can put these clips back on it, squish them so they fit tight, and then mount your door back in there and hook it all up, and then you should be good to go. So yeah, that door there has to close to direct the air from the blower motor to the top vent is what switches it from the floor vents to the defrost vents. Right, so if that stays open, then it'll only come out the vents. Or maybe yours is stuck the other way. I don't know, but that's how it works. It took us the longest time to figure out it was this. We were very confused at why everything appeared to be working, but it still wasn't switching it. And then my dad found on a forum a guy said it was the door, and we took it apart, and it was the door. So I haven't seen any videos on YouTube. If anyone's saying this is broken. So if you're wondering why everything works but it doesn't, that's why.